Hey, welcome back to another chapter. This is Vedat from Programmership. In this chapter, we're gonna see the third solid principle, which is Liskov Substitution Principle, also known as LSP. LSP states a class that is inherited from a parent class should be able to use all its parent class functionality. That means if our class cannot use even one property or function of our parent class, then it violates LSP. Let's understand it in an example. Suppose we are working for a smartphone manufacturer. This company produces smartphones and we are responsible for the phone lock feature department. In our department, we implement phone lock features to smartphones. Let's say currently we have two types of phone locks. Let me write it down. Let's say phone locks. The first one is pattern lock and the other one is face recognition lock. Now I will write some code that demonstrates this department business. So I want to start with creating a protocol. Let's name it as phone lock types, and inside our protocol we will have two functions. The first one is let's say pattern lock, and the other function will be face recognition lock, like so. And here in the next line, let me create some products, in this case some phones. I can say class phone1, and this will conform to our phone lock types protocol. And when we try to conform it, as you can see, the Swift compiler forces us to implement these functions into our class. And in the functions, let's basically print pattern lock implemented. And let me copy this print statement and paste it over here. Also, I will say the face recognition lock implemented. So we can also create another product. Let me copy this and paste it again. And this class will be phone2. So also let's create a phone lock manager class for handling lock implementation. For that, I will say class phone lock manager. And in our class, I will define two functions. The first one will be implement pattern lock, and its parameter will be let's say phone model phone lock types. And in the function, I will basically call the phone model dot pattern lock. And also the second function will be implement face recognition lock, and parameter will be the same. Hence, let me copy the rest of the function definition and paste it over here. And we will call phone model dot face recognition lock, like so. Finally, let's create an instance of phone lock manager class and use its function. I will say let manager is equal to phone lock manager, and in the next line let me basically call the implement pattern lock, and for the phone model I will pass an instance of phone1, and let me hit run. It works. Good. Suppose our company started to produce a new phone, let's say phone 3, and this new phone has no face recognition feature. When we create a class for phone 3 and conform it to our phone lock types protocol, we need to implement both functions of this protocol. Let's say here class phone 3, and I will say phone lock types. So here we can see we need to implement these two functions, but our phone 3 doesn't support face recognition lock. So when I try to remove it from my class and try to run the code, even before running the code, you can see the Swift compiler gives an error because I have to implement the other functions as well. But as I said, the phone has no feature for face recognition implementation, so the Liskov substitution principle comes into play right now. If we implement a function that we don't use from a parent, LSP doesn't like that. To make our code LSP friendly, I will separate these functions into different protocols. Here at the most top, I will create a protocol and let me call it as phone pattern lock, and inside this protocol I will just basically copy this function definition and paste it. And let's also create a protocol for the face recognition lock. I will copy this face recognition function definition and paste it. So we don't need this phone lock types protocol anymore. So I'm gonna delete this. And here inside these phone classes, I will just make them conform to our pattern lock and face recognition lock protocols. Just like that. Let me copy this protocols and paste it over here again. And for the phone 3, just because we only support pattern lock, I will just say phone pattern lock, and also delete this face recognition function. So inside the pattern lock, I will just copy this print statement and paste it over here, just like that. Also in the phone lock manager class, I will change the functions parameter. For this, it will be phone pattern lock, and for this function, it will be phone face recognition lock, like so. And let me hit run. It still works. Good. Now our code is LSP friendly. I think you got the idea. Well, that's it for this chapter. Please do subscribe. This is the best way to support me. See you in the next one. Goodbye.